into a crowded tomb. If anybody takes a chance, I'm running on my only path. This is what I need to do. They're calling me a psychopath, and that is all I got from you.
Alright guys, hey, what's up? I am in my obviously new apartment. I'm going to be doing a video on, well, it's kind of like another blog, but what I think GTA 6 needs to do. Everyone knows the Euphoria engine for ragdoll physics and reaction and stuff. And GTA 5, there's not as much. I think they're more animated Euphoria for, like, you know, when they get shot. I've been watching the GTA 4 is better than GTA 5 and vice versa. Mainly the reason why GTA 4 is better than GTA 5 is the Euphoria engine. And they need, in GTA 6, they need to bring back the Euphoria that they used in GTA 4, because they actually, you know, feel the bullets and stuff. I'll link in the description below both the videos of GTA 5 is better than GTA 4 and GTA 4 is better than GTA 5, because, well, you need to see both ends of it. There is a few things that make GTA 5 better than GTA 4. I agree with this. But just the physics engine in GTA 4, I think, is way better than GTA 5. GTA 5 does have, like, you know, a decent physics engine, but it's extremely archaic. It's really easy, and I don't know. But in GTA 4, because I've been playing that recently also, just like, when you're driving fast, you have a slight fear of the speed, because, well, your car's gonna roll. It's not gonna have perfect handling compared to every car in GTA 5. It seems like they have track tires and semi-slicks and stuff, and they're just handling perfectly fine. Maybe if you have like a Lamborghini or something, you're not gonna obviously have as much body roll as they have in GTA 4. So kind of mix and mingle the physics, or deal with the physics of each car individually, so not everything's like a boat. Because I remember they had the the Sultan RS as a secret car in GTA 4. It would make sense for a custom car like that to have less body roll, but it has a lot of body roll because they just apply the same physics to each car. What they could do is, like, when you go into the Los Santos Customs, because I'm sure they're going to have customization in the game still, when you'll have the stock suspension, which will probably have a bit more body roll, and then you can get the street suspension where it's going to lower it, and the suspension is going to be stiffer, so then you're going to have a lot less body roll. And when you get down to like the track suspension, obviously it's going to be way lower, and there's probably going to be little to almost no body roll for the car, because it's going to keep itself on the ground, and it's going to keep itself as level as possible with how, you know, high performance, you know, track suspension usually goes. They should also get rid of the class system for vehicles. I mean, I know it kind of makes sense, because you don't want a compact that's gonna, you know, be racing a supercar, because they're obviously gonna lose. But they should have a class system with how much performance your car has, like maybe the horsepower, the traction and stuff. So you could have like a coupe, because my favorite car is the Sentinel XS, by the way. Love that car, awesome. But what they should have is, like, you know, because you can have a 4-door saloon car racing a coupe, and you could have, you know, a supercar racing some front-wheel drive car that has amazing upgrades on it, and, you know, it's pushing like 900 horsepower or 600 horsepower or something, because it's fast enough to keep up with them. Because I know the Sentinel XS in GTA 5 can keep up with most stock supercars. If not, it's faster than some of them, actually. A fully upgraded Sentinel XS can compete with most stock supercars, and it's actually very entertaining, because I'll just be in my little, you know, coupe, and I'm running away from people that, you know, have the, is it the Zentorno, the not the Lamborghini Huracan, but it's that one Veneno Lamborghini, a mix of that, and I'm just running away from them because, well, you know, there's always those people that like to follow you and then try and kill you. It's kind of fun when you kill them instead of them killing you, because then they usually rage quit and they'll join another session. I've had that happen a lot. But in GTA 6, bring back the Euphoria engine from GTA 4. It was really, really, really well done. It was way ahead of its time. And like, you know, obviously it's gonna have way better graphics. And also, GTA Online, I know they're gonna do it, but they really need to learn on how to balance like the pricing and stuff. Because like, if you just start out and there's people that have businesses and stuff, they're so expensive. The businesses make sense, but there's cars that are like $3 million. They should actually, you know, go towards what the actual price of a car that's similar to that would be. Like the Adder, which is based on the the Bugatti Veyron. That's obviously going to be, you know, $1 million car, $2 million car, depending on the versions that they have of it. And then obviously, like, you know, Karen Futo, it's based off of the, the Torino? The Toyota Torino, that one really iconic drift car, also slightly based off the Toyota Corolla. And that's going to be like maybe a $5,000 car, $15,000 car maybe. They should also, you know, have more variance between cars, like, you know, an SUV version, and there's also a truck version of the car, or a saloon car, which is, I believe those are like wagons. So, you know, they're 4-door saloon car, or, you know, a sedan, which is just going to be a 4-door car, and then a coupe version. And also, you know, bring back a lot of the different versions, because I know the Faggio, which was the moped in GTA 4, was a more modern version of it, and then in GTA 5 we have the much more older retro version. Have both of them in there, so then there's a slight different variety, and, you know, have the older one not be as fast as the newer one. I'm not saying that because I like the Faggio, but it's just there's different variants of each cars in real life. There's going to be different variants. There should be different variants in games. Also, one thing I noticed with the GTA 5 physics, especially on gravel, everything's so much slower. They just dumb down they increase the traction. I don't know exactly how they did it, but, you know, you're driving on I noticed with the Sultan RS compared to any of the newer all-wheel drive vehicles, the Sultan RS is so slow on gravel. Anything that was like 4-wheel drive as a car was super duper slow on gravel. And then when they came out with the Mitsubishi Evo, basically, which is the Kuruma. There we go, the Kuruma. It's one of the fastest cars on gravel with, you know, 4-wheel drive. I'm gonna eat a marshmallow. And before you're like, no, you're eating Lucky Charms? No, they're the cheapo ones, the marshmallow mateys. They're still pretty good. But it makes a lot more sense for that. Or it doesn't make sense, because they should at least rework the handling files of the keep forgetting what it is, the Sultan, because like it can't compete with any other cars off road. Like, you know, when they came out the rally or the stunt track DLC, I believe it's what it was called, but like the rally cars that are in that, they are super duper fast, which makes sense because they're based around dirt and gravel and stuff. But then you race the Karen Futo, which is slightly based off of, then they have the rally version, which is not the Karen Futo. Actually, there is a rally version of that too. But the RS, the Sultan RS, has a rally configuration, but it can't compete whatsoever with them. So really work on balancing the mechanics and figures of each car. You know, make it more realistic. Plus, bring back the beater cars, the cars that, you know, have fenders missing and, you know, spit and sputter and like seldom start, or when they start they have black smoke coming out the back all the time, because it was really good. And also with the doing burnouts and stuff in GTA 4, there was actually a lot more smoke, which makes more sense, and, you know, it actually looked like it was rolling around the tire. Comparative, look at Need for Speed Pro Street. The smoke physics in that were amazing for when you're spinning your tires, and it was great for that. I know obviously it's a completely different engine than what GTA works with, But look at that. Try and get something that looks more like that. Or they were pretty similar with GTA 4. But then in GTA 5, they used almost the old-fashioned thing where they just have smoke things that just slightly get bigger. And, you know, if you look at any PS2 era smoke animations for, you know, rally racing and stuff, it's basically just, you know, a similar image that just enlarges itself and slowly, like, you know, gets less or less visible. So they just turn the opacity down. But it looks way better. Also look at what was it? The Flat Out games. They had completely different, like, they had the derby cars, which, you know, on the first one you could damage their suspension, so they bounce around a lot more when you, like, hit jumps and stuff. So when they got more damage on the suspension, they were bouncing around. You see them bouncing around, blah, blah, blah. But I try and link a few videos to those games to, like, so you can see the physics in those, because I don't have a capture card. I can't, you know, record it myself. I do own them though. But they had, like, you know, derby cars with, you know, a lot more body roll, and, you know, they were higher up off the ground. And then they had, like, the street cars, which, you know, were closer to the ground, more like, you know, kind of like street race people, you know, I am gonna say racers. That's kind of how most street races are. And then you see a real, like, you know, driver that knows how to actually race and stuff, and he comes up with his turbocharged car. It looks almost stock and stuff. He just, boom, beats him around every corner, hits the apexes and stuff. Also, people do not know how to race in GTA 5. I've met a few people online, because I, you know, like to do racing. I also prefer to do rally racing because it's a bit more even racing, because you can have fully upgraded cars compared to, you know, stock cars, and they're kind of going to compete about the same. I mean, the only time there'll be a big difference is, you know, on, you know, straights or on any, like, tarmac, because they're obviously going to have better handling and better traction. Also, I know they had the obviously this there's no stock, there's all stock tires, but they basically perform like they're performance tires, soft compound, could handle around every corner. Give cars different tires. I like it. Kind of like, you know, how Forza has it. You know, you have the stock compound tires, which are usually a harder compound, long lasting. And then there's street compound, which is a bit softer, gives you a bit more traction. And then there's track compound or racing compound, and it's nice, soft, grippy rubber. It doesn't last as long, but we don't need to deal with, like, you know, tire wear and stuff unless you're sitting there doing a burnout with non-bulletproof tires. Keep the bulletproof tires, but make it to where you can have different compound tires so you have better traction or other stuff. And I like how they implemented more rally-based vehicles, like the trophy trucks or raid trucks, whatever they're called. I actually only have it on 360 and PS3. Unfortunately, I don't have it for next gen, but I'm just gonna wait till GTA 6 comes out. Anyway, definitely bring in, like, you know, more variety of each car. They had the Karen Rebel, and then they had the clean Karen Rebel, but it got rid of all the customizations that the rusty Karen Rebel had. Like, you can make it a Baja truck, and that was the coolest thing, I thought. And I was like, oh, I gotta have that, because, you know, it's like a Baja truck. It's really rally based or really off-road based racing. And also, I love that they have the Inferno still, and I love how they, you know, got the classic Cheetah, and they're bringing back a lot more of the classic looking cars. Go back into, like, GTA Vice City and stuff, like those older, I think it was kind of based on the Countach or the Lamborghini Diablo, but bring those cars back. I love some of the classic versions of those cars. And they also had the classic version of the Supra, which used to be called the Dinka Jester, or the Jester was the original Supra. Now it's the Honda CRX, or the newer one, or whatever. Bring back the classic Jester, because I want to have another Supra in our game. But definitely just, okay, so we're gonna go over the Euphoria physics. Bring back a very similar Euphoria physics from GTA 4, and then rework the handling physics for cars, make it to where you actually can see a difference between a stock and a performance car other than visuals. Like if you have the visuals all the same, a stock car is going to have a lot more body roll. As a reference, I think it's like 10 to like 16 degrees of body roll. I do play on automation, so you're able to, you know, have all the details and stuff. And then when you get trace transmissions, I know some people may not like this, but race transmissions are usually straight cut gears, and they have a really nice whine to them. Like they go, just, I'll link a few videos for like race cars or stuff where you can just look them up, because straight cut gears are what are most likely in race or track spec transmissions, because they just have a better power output, and you're not wanting a comfortable gearbox. You're not worried about that. You're worried about power output and, you know, lightweight. Anyways, that'll be it for this video. Thank you for watching. And oh wait, I was going over what we just went over. So the handling physics bring us, like, you know, different tire compounds. Transmissions have different audios depending on, like, you know, if it's a track or a race spec transmission compared to, you know, just street spec, which is basically just getting a better gearbox, or, you know, compared to stock. And then an engine upgrade, getting an engine upgrade, or, you know, cleaning and honing and everything on your car, it's going to increase your top speed. Same with getting a new transmission. So obviously the top speed is going to be higher, and the acceleration is going to be better. Also, I want superchargers. I like the sound that they have with the blow-off valve on, you know, the turbos and stuff, but you can't beat having a supercharger on a muscle car. It just makes more sense, because I just like having superchargers. They have a little bit more of a whine to them, like, instead of a spool sound, so it's more of a whine for superchargers than other stuff. What else? Also make it to where you can add roll cages in more cars and more rally lights to cars, because I know not everyone's gonna want, you know, rally versions of everything. That makes sense, but I really like they have rally bars for a lot of different cars, including the Panto, basically based off the Smart car. Had a little bull bar rally lights on it. It was cool. But anyways, that's kind of about it. Also, bring back the water physics from GTA 4 and make it to where we're actually able to swim underwater and stuff, because, you know, that was really cool. Even though not everyone does it anymore because they don't really care. Or they just don't want to because there's more stuff to do on land. But anyways, that'll be it. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. This has been Insanity Compromise Entertainment. And I'll also probably post this on my other channel, because that one just has more subscribers, more likely to get viewed. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.